Hey, what's up guys, Ravenclaw here and welcome back to the Ravenclaw channel, and today I wanted to have a quick chat about arenas, and the arena season's coming up, and you guys have asked a bunch of questions in regards to, you know, what are you going to be playing in the next season, or what comps are out there for us hunters. So I thought we would have a chat about not only what comps there are to play, but the more important things that are related to arenas. Okay, especially for you new players out there that have, you know, probably just getting into the hunter for arenas, or you are thinking BFA is now my time to hit up some arenas and see if we can push up some of the ranking. Now the ranking system has changed in BFA. I think it's going to be for the better. They've brought back, they've removed the templates now, so we have to rely on stats, the gear, and you know, making that feeling of, you know, becoming powerful again in the arena or PvP world is just awesome, and I'm really looking forward to this arena season. But okay, so let's talk about some of the main things that are involved when choosing an arena team. Okay, people have this misconception of it's all about the group. Okay, so when I say group, I mean it's all about the comp. You know, jungle cleave is that you have to play it. That's it. Now, I've never had that mentality. Okay, my mentality goes in this order. Okay, firstly, it's synergize. Okay, what synergy do you have between the players in that comp? Okay, it's important that if you don't have a good synergy, you play a few games and you guys just aren't clicking. You know, you're arguing when you lose, and just things are falling apart. There's the comp that you're in is not going to help you at all. Okay, let's just be honest, right? If, however, you've got a comp, or you've got a team that is all about, you know, all right, we lost. What did we do wrong? Okay, yeah, no, sick. I knew that he'd use that cooldown, but you know, I didn't say anything. Next time, I'm gonna be all over it. That's what you need. That is important. Okay. The next, and probably more important than that, is communication. Okay, so once you've got the synergy, you're synergizing, you're working together, you want to be able to communicate, okay, about everything that's happening to you and what's going to be happening in the future. As in, all right, you guys have just gotten out of the gates, you've teed up what you want to do, who you're going to open on, who you're going to get the cross CC on. The important thing is, and this is what a lot of hunters, well, not so much hunters, let's just say a lot of PvPers, okay, have a downfall with, is you guys, all right, you're in an arena, and without the communication and sort of mid-range PvPs here, we'll be all like, okay, it's all about the CC. I've got to get the CC, and then as long as we've got someone CC'd, that's all that matters. If you don't have damage, okay, if you don't have damage to follow up on a CC, it is pointless, okay? Because basically what you're doing is slapping him in the face with a wet fish until the healer comes out of the CC, okay? So communicating with each other, saying, look, I've got my trap off cooldown, I'm ready to go in for a CC. Your teammate be like, all right, I haven't got any damage yet, give me a couple more seconds, then we'll land the CC, then we'll go in, okay? Then you'll be like, all right, so he's just used his defensive cooldown, like the priest uses pain sub. All right, he's used pain sub on this target. We can switch to the healer, but we can do it in another 5 seconds when I've got some damage. Let's go for it. Okay? Communicate. Huge. That's what it's all about in arenas. So this whole, I get it a lot. You know, I'm stagnating. I can't get past like 1500, 1800, 2k. I just don't know what's going on. And then the conversation usually leads to, I've been looking for people in, you know, looking for group, and they just keep leaving or things like that. You've got to understand one key thing about this whole looking for group stuff, right? If you've got people that go on 2k experience, blah, 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 they're looking for other experienced players. Okay, so very little, like probably about 2% of the time, they'll be going, you know, I'm just keen for some whatevers, and even if you're not experienced, they'll just go on with you. Okay, most of the time, if you lose probably twice, they'll just book it and go find someone else. Okay, so looking for group is great if you just want to, you know, cap or just muck around or whatever, but if you're serious about PvP, you need to have your own group with people that you work well with. Okay, that's just to answer some of the questions I've been getting. All right. Once that's all out of the way, you've got your group, you're working together, you know what's going on. Now you want to have a look at what you guys are playing, what you guys are good at. So as a hunter, you've got a few choices that I like to play. Okay, now probably not all of them, but the ones that I've played in over the years. First one being Jungle Cleave with your druid, with your Feral Druid. Then you've got your Thug Cleave with the Rogue, Hunter Healer. You've got your Cupid, which is your Ret, Hunter and Healer. And the last one is KFC, which I haven't done much of, to be honest, which is your Warrior, Hunter and Healer. Each comp brings their own abilities, own utilities, weaknesses, and strengths. The important thing is, okay, when you're picking a comp, is how do you DR with your arena mates? Okay, DR, for you guys that don't know, is diminishing returns. So just quickly is, let's say I've got a stun and this rogue's got a stun. Okay, the rogue will stun first with its full duration. Okay, and then every stun after that in a certain time will be cut by half and then become immune. So first one is full duration, second is half, the third is a quarter, and then the last is now they're immune for a certain amount of time, usually about, I think, 14 seconds or something like that. But that's the first thing you need to be looking at when you're going in to a composition. Okay, once you know that you can get the most out of it, so for example, like let's say Thug Cleave. Okay, you can get a cheap shot into a kidney, then into a full trap, then into a fear, none of which are really down with each other, right? Allowing you then to use your intimidation on the off target while going for the kill target. However, even though that is the case where you can land all that, you've got to be mindful that you and, say, the rogue share the same sort of classes, as in they've got incaps, our trap is an incap. You've got stuns, they've got stuns. So you just got to be careful in the way that you use your CCs. Whereas the Feral Druid, okay, they're all about the stun life, you know. So you don't want to be DRing with them, otherwise you'll break the CC chain and potentially not get the win. However, like after you've understood the class and all that good stuff, the way that I like to go is, I've played Jungle Cleave for years. I just love Jungle Cleave, the way it plays. If you get a good Feral Druid, they're great at kiting, they're great at sticking on a target, like especially if you're up against a mage, they can just get in and out of trouble, no worries. You can spread pressure really well. Now that Survival and BM both have great AoE and great damage, it's going to be all about that cleave life. I think in BFA that jungle's actually going to be doing pretty well. Now, I have seen that the ferals have been up and down with their class, so who knows? It's going to be about a lot of trial and error for me, especially this season. Once, you know, with say Jungle Cleave, right? You want to, I suppose with all of them really, okay, like when we are all about the burst, about the, you know, the killing and whatnot, you need to understand what your enemy is doing. Okay, the important thing here is knowing your enemy class, okay, before you even leave the gate. So I always recommend going and checking out the enemy class. Okay, whether you just go look it up online, watch some videos on people giving guides. Okay, that's the best way that I learned how other classes are playing, and that's what I'm doing now, especially learning about what has the rogue changed, you know, what does warriors change, what are their defensive cooldowns now, and how have they changed. It's important that you understand that, so that way when the gates open, you know what you're looking for, you know what to force out of the target, and what to do once all of those defensive cooldowns are now off the table. All of these together are basically sort of just chatting about the mindset in which you need to be in when the arena season starts. Okay, it's not so much saying, you know, this is this and this is that, which when it comes to the comps and their strengths, weaknesses, all of this other good stuff, I'll be making a separate video on that for both for 2s and 3s. This was more about answering questions and sort of giving an idea of what the mindset is behind picking your team. Because most of the questions that I have gotten are more on that side of the fence instead of being, all right, so Jungle Cleave, what does it have to offer? You know, but however, if you guys have any questions, please let me know down below or hit me up on the Discord channel. And I would love to hear what you guys have chosen to go into this next arena season. That will be absolutely wicked. But until next time, you awesome people, you keep on sniping, and I'll see you all in the next video.
It chose the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my